Hello everyone, I'm Erum Tasneem for Altenew. Welcome to Creative Coloring with Erum. Today my card features the Sweet Nothings stamp set and watercolor brush markers by Altenew. I'm revisiting this technique I have taught exactly 1 year ago. This is an easy watercolor technique, and if you use the Altenew watercolor brush markers, you will end up with beautiful, bold, very vibrant watercolored images in no time. I will start by stamping images in embossing ink on watercolor paper and heat emboss this in antique gold embossing powder. I went ahead and heat embossed an entire panel of watercolor paper for myself because I know the coloring is going to take me a minute or two at max. It's the drying time that takes a little while, and it is so addictive. I knew I would want to color more images and keep them handy for a future project. I cut out one leaf and I'll show you how to color this in colors of today's card that I am sharing on the blog with the autumn colors. It's super easy, as since we are confined at homes, get your children involved too. Teach them this. It's easy. They will be able to follow your instructions and color with you. You can use any color you like. I'm using yellows, oranges, and reds from the 3 watercolor brush marker sets, like Warm Sunshine, Autumn Blaze, Ruby Red, and Fresh Lemon. Now start adding colors by scribbling them onto the paper, and don't worry if you go out of the line, it's totally fine. It also depends on you which color you want more of. You want your flower or your leaf to look more yellow, then you add less of the darker colors, that is orange and red. If you want your leaves to look more red, then you add more red. Also, use a sturdy watercolor cardstock since we will be using a lot of water on this. But if you are using a watercolor paper, that is fine too. I'm using a watercolor paper right now, and when it dries, it stiffens up a bit and warps too though, but I'm not worried about the warping because these are images, and that too leaves. They would look really cool warped. Now I spritz this very generously with water, and if you see some white areas where there is no color, it's okay. You can leave it as is, or you can take a paintbrush and try to move the color around a bit. Now we leave this to air dry. This will take some time. I like how it looks when it dries naturally. You can use your heat gun, but I do not know how the result is going to be. I have always preferred when it dries naturally. It's so easy, right? I love this technique. You end up with a different look each and every time, even if you're using the same colors. So this is how the images look after drying. They both look different, quite a bit of variation. One has a bit more yellow and orange, the other has a little more red. Now I will make my card. I already went ahead and heat embossed my sentiment on black cardstock in antique gold, and adhered a thin strip of gold glitter cardstock along the bottom edge. I have this gold string that I will adhere onto the card front, and it is at this point I thought I need black paint splatters. So I went ahead and added a few of those, and then adhered the string and then the sentiment on foam tape. Before I leave, here is a look at the other images that I colored. Don't they look beautiful? I hope you will try this at home, and I really hope that you will try this with your kids. If you do, don't forget to share and tag Altenew. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.